Hello friends, I'm Survi Sinha and today we are here to discuss passage of CAT previous year paper. So before moving ahead, I would like to reveal something about reading comprehension. Reading comprehension. So in reading comprehension, to solve reading comprehension, we should have knowledge of first and foremost thing is grammar. We must have the knowledge of it, and a sound word collection. Word collection. We must have the variety of word collection because without it, we will not be able to solve it. And after that, we should have a good reading habit. As you know, without reading habit, we can't understand the passage, be it from newspaper or novels, whatever you prefer. While solving comprehension, we should not stick to the literal meaning of the sentences. Rather than we should have the ability to interpret the hidden meaning of the sentence. So accordingly to passage. And one can acquire this ability through continuous reading habit, as you know all these. So first we will move ahead to passage. First we will understand the passage and then we will try to solve the questions. So before coming to passage, for our convenience, I have distributed the paragraph of the passage in 4 slides so that we can easily comprehend it. So now coming to the first para of the passage. Contemporary internet shopping consumes a perfect storm of choice and anxiety. Yeah, choice and anxiety. Anxiety means state of worry and nervousness. Here it is telling about internet shopping. Today, internet shopping brings into existence a variety of products, which definitely makes confusion in buying the products. Research has consistently held that people who are presented with a few options make better, easier decision than those presented with many. So it is very clear. According to research, you have to choose between two or three. You can easily choose it. But if there are many options in front of you, you may be confused or might be confused. So this line infers that few options make easier decisions. So helping consumer figure out what to buy amid an endless sea of choice. Here it is a phrase sea of choice. Sea of choice. Sea of choice means variety of choice, which means full of confusion or abundance of choice. So online has become a cottage industry unto itself. Here the word mentioned cottage industry. Cottage industry. So while solving the paragraph, we have to underline the keywords because keywords would really help us in solving the question. So now here refers cottage industry. What does it mean? Here cottage industry used as metaphor. Metaphor, you can say it, an expression is used to refer something or in order to suggest a similarity. So cottage industry means a business which can occur in a small scale or local level. For example, Gandhiji had inclination towards cottage industry. So many brands and retailers now wield marketing buzzwords such as curation, differentiation, and discovery as they attempt to sell an assortment of stuff targeted to their ideal customer. So here we have read about cottage industry, which means many options, mushrooming of many avenues. So coming to this line, Here it refers that many retailers trying to figure out the common demand which can attract a large number of customer. Here ideal customer refers to common demands infers us from ideal customer by from differentiation. So they are trying to figure out the companies find such shoppers through the data goldmine of digital advertising, which can catalog people by gender, income level, personal interest, and more. So companies they are trying to figure out the Vogue. Vogue, Vogue means which means trending products. Which means trending products. So they are trying to figure out the Vogue through search engines like Google's or others, etc. On the basis of income, on the basis of your income, gender, and personal interest, and more, and many other things here. So, for example, whenever you search for something on Google, it asks about your gender, your preferences. The platform will ask you to sort things according to your budget. Budget is also the most important thing here, according to your liking or preferences, etc. So, since Americans have lost the ability to sort through the sheer volume of consumer choices available to them, a ghost now has to be in the retail machine. Ghost is also here as a metaphor. We will not go with the literal meaning. Whether it's an algorithm, an influencer, or some snazzy ad tech to help a product follow you around the internet. So here ghost is a metaphor. So according to Passage, when you are surfing something on internet and there appear some different unwanted links, unwanted links which you were not searched for. So and some people got fascinated towards those advertisements, and your one click gives information to the companies that you are interested in that, and by this way American companies collect the choices of customers. So we are coming here. Indeed, choice fatigue is one reason so many people gravitate toward lifestyle influencers on Instagram. The relentlessly chic young moms and perpetually vacationing 20 somethings who present an aspirational worldview and then recommend the products and services that help achieve it. Here's choice fatigue. Choice fatigue just means temporary loss of strength. So many people do not want to waste their time in searching for their desired product. So they follow some personalities to maintain their preferences. Some personalities refers to the person who advertise for particular product. So just like we follow personalities on Insta, FB and Twitter over like social media. So here this is an example given for like young moms. For young moms, they have an aspirational worldview. Aspirational worldview means you can say it as showing a desire to achieve a high level of status by choosing best products and then recommend the products and services that help achieve it. So here we have completed our first para. So coming to the next para. For a relatively new class of consumer products, startups, there's another method. For a relatively new class of consumer product startups, there's another method entirely. Instead of making sense of a sea of existing stuff, these companies claim to disrupt stuff as Americans know it. Now situation has changed. This para talks about startups, that how new company influences customers. This para talk about startups, that how American companies try to win the confidence of the customers or try to know the choice of the customers. So Casper mattresses, Glossier makeup, Away suitcases, and many others have sprouted up to offer consumer freedom from choice. Here, Casper's, Glossier's, suitcases wants to refer a large number of products and how these products are being sold by the startups. And these startups companies make this product fascinating so that customers get attracted toward these products of mid-range prices. Here it is mid-range prices, it is mentioned here. So companies have a few aesthetically pleasing and supposedly the companies have a few aesthetically pleasing and supposedly highly functional options, usually at mid-range prices. Mid-range prices. So because they have added some value to those products to make them fascinate at mid-range prices. They are selling nice things, but maybe more importantly, they are selling a confidence in those things and an ability to opt out of the stuff rat race. Rat race means full of competition. In this way, the startup companies come out as winner in this competitive market. We have told that I have said earlier that stuff of rat race, which means a fully competitive market. Here, opt out. Opt out means you can say opt out as to withdraw or to not to participate in something. So coming to the next para, we are here in the next para. $1,000 mattresses and $300 suitcases might solve choice and anxiety for a certain tier of consumer, but the companies that sell them along with those that attempt to massage the larger stuff economy into something navigable are still just working within a consumer market that's broken in systemic ways. Here, this para enforces that the costly products are solving the consumer of small number of customers. And in this way, the big companies or startups make their base among many market players with their own strategy. So, here the presence of much stuff in America might be more valuable if it were more evenly distributed, but stuff's creators tend to focus their energy on those who already have plenty. As options have expanded for people with disposable income, the opportunity to buy even basic things such as fresh food or quality diapers has contracted for much of America's lower classes. In these lines, companies try to focus on small number of customers like priority customers. Although the reach of product among the masses would be more valuable, but according to Passage, the income of American lower class people have increased, but the choices have decreased, and these startups, which have simple products, have many varieties. So now coming to the next para. For startups that promise accessible simplicity. For startups that promise accessible simplicity, their very structure still might eventually push them toward overwhelming variety. Here we are talking about overwhelming variety. Overwhelming variety, which means huge variety of collection of products, which startups push them the customers towards overwhelming variety of products. And most of these companies are based on hundreds of millions of dollars of venture capital, the investor of which tend to expect a steep growth, means sudden growth, you can say sudden growth not reasonable, means excessive growth rate that can be achieved by selling one great mattress or one great sneaker. Here this line says that big business houses which invest much more capital, and expect a exponential growth or exponential surge by selling small range of products of high cost, which can't be achieved. Definitely it cannot be achieved. They have to be patient. Casper has expanded into bedroom furniture and bed linens. Glossier's, after years of marketing itself as no makeup that requires little skill to apply, recently launched a full line of glittering color cosmetics. Here, if you go through the literal meaning of the sentence, it doesn't mean a lot. But if you try to find out the hidden meaning, it refers to the transformation of product, which you can see it here. That transformation of product. Like earlier, some beauty products require much more skill to apply. But today's the new products came forth that requires a little skill to apply. Here Caspers, cosmetics, glossiers. These all are saying about. These are just the example of some products. So there may be no way to opt out of stuff by buying into the right thing. And the last line says you will not get any excuse or any drawbacks of stuff by buying into the right thing. So you don't have any option to opt out or to withdraw from buying such things. Now we have completed our passage, and now we will go through the questions. We will first read the questions properly and then try to find out the answers. So coming to the question number 1. Which one of the following best sums up the overall purpose of the examples of Casper and Glossier in the passage? First we will read all the 4 options and then we will derive the correct option. So first option is they're facilitating a uniform distribution of commodities in the market. So Caspers and Glossiers cannot facilitate a uniform distribution. So this cannot be the correct one. We will choose the correct option by elimination method. So first we will eliminate the 3 options and then we will go to right option. So first I will talk about option 4. They are increasing the purchasing power of poor Americans. So in passage they are nowhere mentioned about Caspers and Glossiers increases the purchasing power of poor Americans. So this option is also eliminated. Options 3. They are exception to a dominant trend in consumer market. No, not at all. Caspers and Glossiers are not exception in consumer market. In fact, they are attracting consumers. So this option is also eliminated. So we are left with only one option, and this definitely may be the right option. They might transform into what they were exception to. So yes, we have read this in the passage that transformation of the product. So we can correctly mark the answer by reading the paras. Now I will show you in the para where it is. It's here. Caspers, mattresses, Glossier, suitcases and many other have sprouted up to offer consumer freedom from choice. And this one here, it refers Caspers and Glossiers. And coming to the next para, it's here for startups that promise accessible simplicity. That very structure still might eventually push them toward overwhelming variety. So we can correctly mark the answer by reading 3 different parts of the paragraphs and then combine them together. So coming to the question, we can say that the two companies started by offering simplicity in choices, but they might eventually push to overwhelming variety. So here Caspers and Glossiers both have done that here. Thus option 2 is our correct choice. Option 2 is our correct choice. Coming to the next question. A new food brand plans to launch a series of products in the American market. Which of the following product plans is most likely to be supported by the author in the passage? Here question says about products in the American market. Which of the following product plans is most likely to be supported by the author in passage? Which option has supported by the author? So first we will read all the options. A range of 25 products priced between 10 and 25. A range of 10 products priced between 5 and 10. A range of 10 products priced between 10 and 25. And a range of 25 products priced between 5 and 10. Here the author is in the favor of two things. As you have read in the passage, that author is in favor of two things. Not too much variety and mid-range pricing, as we have seen in the paragraph. So choice 2, 3 provides less variety. So choice 2, 3 provide less variety. So we have look at these 10 products. These are less variety as compared to 1 and 4. So 2 and 3 are less variety, and out of the only two choice, 2 provides mid-range pricing. Thus, it's 25 products. Here we are not talking about too much variety. Here we are talking about not too much variety. So in option 2 and option 3, there are less varieties. 10 products. Here is also 10 products. And in choice 2 and 3 provide us less variety. And out of the only choice 2 provides mid-range pricing, as we have mentioned earlier in the passage. Thus 2 is the correct choice here. So coming to the next question. Question number 3. First we will read the question. Based on the passage, all of the following can be inferred about consumer behavior. All of the following inferred about consumer behavior, except that, means here there are 4 options, all that can infer about consumer behavior, but except one. We have to find that one. Since this is an inference question, we have to derive the answer from what is given. So first we will read all the options. Too many options have made it difficult for consumers to trust products. As we have read earlier, yes, it is very true. Too many options made it difficult for customers to trust products. Next option, consumer tends to prefer products by startups over those by established companies. So we will discuss it afterwards. First, coming to option 3, having too many product options can be overwhelming for consumer. As we have read in second para we have read here about overwhelming variety. Oh sorry, it's not here. It's here. It's in the third para. For startups that promise accessible simplicity, their very structure still might eventually push them toward overwhelming variety. So here we are talking about overwhelming variety. So coming to the question, having too many product options can be overwhelming for consumer. Thus, we know that customers prefer few choices, and that in turn builds trust or confidence. Thus, 1 and 3 can be inferred and will not be the right choice, as we have to pick the one that cannot be inferred. It's not about infer, that cannot be inferred. So coming to the last choice, consumers are susceptible to marketing images that they see on social media. So this extract from the passage suggests that customers are susceptible to or influenced by marketing images on the social media like Insta, FB, So here choice 2 is the right answer because we have no evidence for it. So here choice 2 only is the right answer, and this all 3 talks about the consumer behavior in the passage. So this 3 will not be the correct choice. We have eliminated these 3. So we are left with only 2. So coming to the next question. All of the following, if true, would weaken the author's claim, except. Here we are talking about all of the following, if true, would weaken the author's claim, except according to question. According to question, if all the options, there are 4 options, and if all the options are weakening the author's claim, that means here except is mentioned. Except means in all these 4, one is not weakening the author's claim. That means that is strengthening the author's claim. Rather than finding out which statement is weakening the author claim, we will find out which statement is not weakening author claim. That means which statement is strengthening the author's claim. So coming to option number 1, product options increased market competition, bringing down the prices of commodities, which in turn increased purchasing power of the poor. So this statement doesn't weakens the author's claim. So sorry, this statement weakens the author claim. So now coming to option number 2, the annual sales growth of companies with fewer products options were higher than that of companies which curated their products for target customers. Yes, of course, this option is strengthening the author's claim, and now we can see it in last para. Last para, here we have said steep growth. Most of these companies are based on hundreds of millions of dollars of venture capital, the investor of which tend to expect a steep growth rate that can't be achieved by selling one great mattresses or one great sneaker. So from here we can derive out the meaning, the correct option. So now option 2 is the correct answer, so we don't have to go to option 3 or option 4. So coming to the last question. Coming to the last question, question number 5. Which of the following hypothetical statements would add the least depth to the author's prediction of the fate of startups offering few product options? So moving to options. First option is with Casper and Glossier venturing into new product ranges, their regular customer start losing trust in the companies and their products. So we can infer this from our para number here. Here we can infer this. The companies have a few aesthetically pleasing and supposedly highly functional options, usually at mid-range prices. So companies are producing there for their priority customers, not for their everyone. So they are just breaking the trust of old customers. So here option 1, strengthening the author statement. And coming to the option number 2, startup with few product options are no exception to the American consumer market that is deeply divided along class lines. Here we can infer this from this para. The presence of so much stuff in America might more valuable, it were more evenly distributed, but stuff creators tend to focus their energy on those who already have plenty. Means जिसके पास already बहुत हैं, they are only focusing on that customers. So here option 2 also strengthening our statement. Now coming to option 3, an exponential surge or exponential growth in their sales enables startups to meet their desired profit goals without expanding their product catalog. So we can infer this from this para. Here they are talking about steep growth. Steep growth means exponential surge. We have read there. The investor of which tend to expect a steep growth rate that can't be achieved by selling one great mattresses or one great sneaker. So here it is mentioned that steep growth can't be achieved, and in our question it is mentioned that exponential surge we can achieve desired profit goals without expanding their product catalog. So this statement is just opposite to that. So this one is weakening the author's prediction. So this statement is just opposite of author's prediction. So this will be our correct option, and we will see option 4 also. With the motive of promoting certain rival companies, the government decides to double the tax rates for these startups. So here government taxation has not mentioned in the passage at all. So this doesn't make any sense. So this is definitely wrong. So we will just go to option 3 is our correct answer. Thank you.